Yeah,
But
it
don't let it be, because it's fine. You're not going to hurt it, and if you do, we can get you going. But I mean, if you're doing this while you're sewing, every time you sew, it winds, okay? And then it kicks off so you don't overfill the bobbin. All right?
I noticed you didn't unrelease. Oh, it released itself.
No, it released itself.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it does. So that's why you can sew and wind a bobbin at the same time. And the idea then is that when you run out of bobbin, you already have one full.
Right.
Again, it's all about production.
All about production.
Go, man, go.
We're
Productivity.
not going to be that in the production. Okay.
I know, but the machine doesn't know. And
So now you're going to thread.
all right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through here and this way. Okay? See, this is that bonded thread. It has a tendency to shred on you.
So you put it in.
Yeah, let me. That's why I don't like this bonded thread, because it does shred.
Okay.
So if you get a twisted thread, nylon twisted thread, 69 nylon, that's what you want.
Okay.
Get ourselves caught here.
And it comes in any color imaginable.
Yeah, it comes in a lot of colors.
It clear.
Monofilament thread is clearer, so that is going to be like fishing line,
Okay. Yeah.
okay? And it doesn't have a real strength to it, so I wouldn't use that. They use that for like dress pants and hemming up draperies and things like that, but there's no, it's not a non-stressed seam, okay? For what you're sewing, you don't want to use that.
Okay.
So now, whenever you take the bobbin out of the machine, you always use the latch, right? Because the bobbin doesn't fall out.
Right.
But when you put it back in, and you can come through here if you want. You see that?
Are we going clockwise, counterclockwise? What are we doing?
When you pull on the thread,
Yeah.
and I would not, especially with this bonded thread, I would not use that hole. So now we're going to do it again because it's binding up there. That's the thing about bonded thread. It has a tendency to crab on you, and it doesn't lay as nice. So when I pull on it, it runs clockwise.
Okay, let me see this. So it's just like a regular bobbin.
Yeah, and I mean, if you put it in like this, again, the machine isn't going to really care.
Really?
No, don't let.
I never heard that one.
I
My
know.
machines, if it gets a piece of dust on it,
Nah. So anyway, when we put the bobbin back in, you have to hear it snap.
Yes.
If you don't hear it snap, you're going to have a mess on your hands.
Yep.
I guarantee it.
I know that.
Yeah, I guarantee it. All right,
Just
so
like
now
an old machine.
now we're going to thread again. Since we're done winding the bobbin, we're just going to go through this one right here. One here,
Just one and one.
and then one on the end. Don't go through all three. You don't need them.
So it goes down and around.
Yeah, just loop it around there, okay? And then
What did you do here?
I just went
Oh, you
around.
went
I just
through
pushed it back because it was in my
Nothing
way.
here.
No, you don't need it. And then we go back and get that spring, right? Under there,
And if that's in the middle,
in there. Yep. Yeah, if it goes in front here, it's not going to work, and if it goes in behind, it's not
It's
going
a
to
big
work.
one.
You're going to get big loops on the back side of the fabric.
yeah.
And then through the take-up arm, right there, right there. There, get some, put a little light on the subject. And then through that guide right on the needle bar, right? And then we're going to go from left to right.
And the groove is on the right side.
Well, the long groove is on the left side, but the scarf is on the right side.
What is the scarf?
The scarf is the little dig out on the back side.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
on
okay?
the right side.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we can, it should
So
pick up
when
better
you
now.
did that,
I'm just touching,
that.
but I'm not running the machine. The motor's on right now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you have to get used to that because, see, I'm holding the motor back.
So you're just
I'm just barely touching
barely
it,
touching it.
just like that.
Yeah.
And you just have to get a feel for that.
Yeah, I know.
All right, now,
And if I don't want to sew that fast, is
You
it
don't have to.
possible? Let me see how.
see, now I have to adjust the tension because we put a different thread in there.
Oh, yeah,
Because it
see.
throws it off, okay? That's why I'm saying
So
you
now
want
that was too loose,
right,
and you went to the right.
yeah, righty tighty, lefty loosey kind of thing. See, now it's cleaned up.
Yes, very nice.
Okay. Now, you have to get a feel for running the machine slowly. and you can run it slow, but you got to have a feel for that. That might take a little practice on your part.
That's what that woman.
But then when you get going,
No, we're not gonna do this.
you know.
I got enough to do.
I am impressed. Alan, let me tell you, I'm impressed.
Well, it's not that much to it. You
No,
just gotta-
there's not. You just
and-
got to get used to it.
And I don't want in a book. It sounds so complicated. As if
But-
somebody can just show
Once you get the hang of it, you know, you just run the machine.
knowing which way to
Oh my God. It works.
You do it. You do it.
Don't let it intimidate
try it.
you
Yeah,
because
it's just practice.
it's fine, you know.
Probably so my fingers.
Well, don't do that.
It's just practice.
Yeah,
you're
don't,
right.
don't be embarrassed or
Yeah.
squeamish because I'm here.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to try the rubber?
And then, wait a minute. So
Yeah.
now, if I want to lift this up, I go
You
like
can do
this.
it with the knee. Now you gotta, but you gotta get your needle up. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Now you do your knee,
Wait a minute.
but don't put your pedal on. Don't put your foot on the pedal while you're doing the knee because I don't want you to run the machine by mistake.
No, but I want to turn it with the needle in.
Oh, you
I-
want to turn it?
yeah.
Oh, you're gonna pivot. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
pivot.
Yeah. Okay.
So I hit it. What
You
do I
gotta do your knee.
My knee.
Yeah, until the foot comes up.
Yeah.
And pivot.
That's it. That's all. Yeah. And now I can do the foot.
Yeah, now you can.
Oh yeah, I get that. You
Yeah,
can
so
do it.
you'll get the hang of it.
Got
All
it.
right, try your rubber. Try your stuff.
Try what stuff?
The rubber stuff.
Your rubber
Oh,
stuff.
my rubber
whatever,
stuff.
Whatever
Okay.
you're making.
We're gonna. This is a. My daughter makes recycle everything for bicycles.
Okay.
Jewelry, everything.
Oh, okay.
And now she's more into rubber. You know, frames. and
Little
now-
pouches.
Pouches, purses, and I make them, but my poor machine. it just-
Yeah.
Jesus. So anyway, okay, so we're hoping that now. Let me see. Now I'm going to lift up this here, right?
Uh-huh.
And I'm going. My needle's up, and I. Oh, I can just cut it like this. I don't have to do this to pull it. Okay, so I'm going to cut this.
There you go.
Put this back.
Right.
Does this always have to be back, like on a
Yeah,
machine?
yeah, and leave yourself enough back there that you're not pulling the thread out of the needle. I mean, the thread's cheap. Frustration's expensive.
What was that? Oh, glasses. It'll be the machine. Okay, so now let's see. We got this all going, and we're going to sew slowly.
Now, see, that's your rubber because it sticks to the foot.
Right.
We can loosen this up a little bit and see if that will help. But we're almost to our limit there. This is where a roller foot or a Teflon foot is going to really come into play because that rubber offers resistance to the foot. Let's go a little. Yeah. Here, let me try it real quick and see if I can get it to work.
Should I go get a piece of wax paper?
You can, because that's what's happening. The rubber's holding back.
So we need the Teflon foot.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. And see, now she got a mess, you know?
Yeah. That's what happens to us.
Yeah.
And then we panic.
Right.
Then we want to know what time you're coming back.
Yeah, right. And see, we made a big mess down in the bobbin. This bonded thread is not really ideal for this.
None of this thread would work.
So if I get the right thread, the Teflon.
It's going to help because
Yeah.
the nylon thread, the twisted thread, has a tendency to stay. See, it messed up your bobbin real bad doing
Oh.
that. And we can get you a different bobbin case that's got a little spring in here that prevents backlashing, which you were just getting some backlashing too.
Okay.
And we
We're
have
ordering all this.
we should have that bobbin case at the store anyway. We normally do.
Okay. Yes. Anything to
Well, before you
make
go,
my life
we're
easier.
going to order
Yeah,
this.
we can write down some stuff. See, now we got a little mess in there. And again, that's just because that rubber doesn't want to feed nicely.
And explain this thing here.
That's how much pressure goes on the foot. Now, it's counterintuitive, like most things with sewing machines. The less pressure that you have, the easier it flows through as long as you have enough, depending on the thickness of the material. If you have a thicker material, more people think you need more pressure. Well, it's actually the opposite, because then the foot's crushing the fabric,
Yeah.
and you don't want to do that.
Right.
See what you did there? You got, you got a big thing in there. and that's because it was making stitches, but it wasn't feeding.
And like if I have 4 layers of denim, no problem.
That shouldn't be a problem, no. But again, you know, don't crank that down. That's for thinner material to get it to feed well.
Well, how do you know when that's right or when it's wrong?
Just by how the machine's behaving.
Oh, okay.
You know, the only reason we went up with it here, because it was actually too far up before, because when we were sewing on the white fabric, it had a tendency to slip around a little bit because there wasn't enough pressure.
Oh, so
securing
that
it.
is just feel. It's got nothing to do with the stitch, really.
Right,
I
right.
see.
See, like even if you were to sew on the part that has the whatever this is they put on the inside, it might feed better that way.
That powder stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's slippery, that powder
Yeah.
stuff. That white stuff on the inside.
But see right here, it doesn't even want to feed even going by hand.
Okay, so let's
See, it's
not do it.
resisting.
Yeah.
Here, let's try some wax paper though.
Oh,
Let's get creative.
As it comes out, she said. Yeah, that's the top side. As you pull it out. The wax paper.
oh.
Is what she told me anyway. I don't follow in my book.
Alright. Okay.
You're blaming this on the thread, aren't you?
No, the thread is give you a little bit of problem, but just because you've got this, the rubber is going to hold back. It's going to hold that rubber, just because it doesn't want to feed nice. See, it wants to feed, but it's not really going anywhere.
And the needles, nope.
The needle doesn't have anything to do with that.
Nothing to do with it.
No,
Okay.
no. It's really the resistance that the foot has with the rubber, and I would even probably wrap.
Put it on the bottom.
I'd put it, well, the foot we want is the Teflon. I would put it on both.
Yeah, just to see if it works. So if I'm making a quilt, say, and it's all denim, so it's going to vary from, a seam to 1 layer to 4 layers. This machine will take all that.
Yeah, it'll handle the heaviness of the fabric, sure.
So it'll be.
Oh, it's too slippery?
And we're not.
Still
See,
not right.
that's where you're starting to run into the limitations of this machine too. Okay. Just because the machine is not really designed to go on synthetics like that, but now we're okay. Now we got the right pressure, so
It'll work.
yeah, it'll work. I mean, we don't have our maximum stitch length, but now we got something.
No, it works, believe me.
Let- But see, right when we go off the fabric,
Yeah.
see,
Yeah. Okay.
all right.
Okay, good. So
And
we
you're
need
saying the Teflon thing will do the trick?
Well, it'll help,
and it'll help, and the bobbin helps.
but I mean, you see the difference with the wax paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the Teflon thing will just be on top, though.
Yeah, they do make a Teflon coated plate. I don't even know if we can still get them anymore.
We wouldn't need that? We don't know.
I don't know, but I mean, you can also put some silicone spray on this, on the bed, or stuff like that too, if you wanted to.
Okay.
I
you
think,
Or use wax.
I think one guy told me to spray it with that carbon stuff, or like a carbon silicone or something.
Yeah, yeah,
It gets real slippery.
yeah. Here, let's try this. Let's try just with on top. There you go.
Oh,
Okay.
so the
So just the
Teflon
wax
should
paper.
do the trick.
Teflon will help you, or the wax paper will help you, or a combination of, or whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you happy? You got
Mr. Fix
everything
It.
you want?
I
See?
think so. I just gotta play with it.
How
Yeah,
dirty
so-
is it? Do we have to clean it? Or is it in good shape?
No, it's okay.
We put oil.
Yeah, I mean, that oil will yellow